Hello guys, this is Modest Major here, bringing you some live duel commentary with my buddy, Lurker Zero. Say hello.
Hello, hello.
We're playing Action Sack because we didn't want to concentrate at all. We just wanted to play something mildly stupid. We just played a game of Meta Raid before this, which didn't go very well. Unfortunately, we got good players, which I think that must be the first time ever we've ever come across good players in Action Sack. That's not really something that happens, but there we go. And yeah, we're going to try out Meta Raid. So, Lurker, what is it you do on your channel? Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I make Halo commentaries, obviously. But
Yeah.
I try to do my own, like, kind of off-killed spin or avant-garde spin on your normal Halo commentary.
He's like a rock and roll commentator. He's like the Jack Black of the Halo commentating world, I'd say. Like School of Rock. He's trying to like organize all the Halo commentators together to make a band and then play at a school. That's pretty much what's going on. I'm going to be the drummer. Lurker will be lead singer. I think we're going to go places.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
It's going to be big time.
But yeah, how are you feeling about Halo 4 right now? How are you? Out of 10, how much are you enjoying Halo on a scale of 1 to 10? As of right now, as of this second.
I honestly, I'm probably one of the only people that would at least put an 8 or a 9 on it, because
Yeah.
I came into Halo 4, like Halo 4 for sure, quite late, and I came into the YouTube scene in Halo 4 very late.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I said in one of my Titanfall commentaries, I was like, I enjoy Halo so much I didn't even want Titanfall to come out, and it, you know, like, fortunately, I didn't really spend that much time on Titanfall, so I got to enjoy Halo even more.
There's nothing wrong with being spoiled for games. I wanted Titanfall to spoil me for games, because I'm on the same wavelength. Like, I have my moments of, like, dissatisfaction with Halo 4, but I never hate it. I always will say, like, it's a good game. Like, if I ever get bored and want to, like, give up on Halo 4, it won't be, like, on bad terms. It will be on, oh, well, that was fun whilst it lasted, but I've definitely sucked all the fun out. Yeah. I'm not quite sure how I haven't sucked the fun out yet, because it's the most I've ever played a game. It's rather ridiculous, but yeah, you came in on Reach, didn't you? If I'm correct.
Yeah, in multiplayer gaming in general, like I started playing multiplayer shooters, and it fostered this like thing inside of me I didn't even know existed of competitiveness, I guess, or like not even like a competitive, you know, but just adversarial multiplayer games. I started playing them when I was like 25.
Yeah, that's
literally,
crazy.
like I started playing when I was 25, and which is when most people are getting real jobs and really, you know, trying to succeed at life. I was definitely playing Halo Reach.
Did you play any of the like old school shooters then before that, like Quakes and Unreal Tournaments and stuff like that?
No, I played GoldenEye, but everybody played GoldenEye. Yeah.
Everybody played GoldenEye. My grandmother played GoldenEye. Speaking of which, I've got a funny story about my grandma, actually. I remember on the final level of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, you had to walk up this long, creepy, winding staircase to get to the final boss. And my grandma was a bit of a drunk, to be honest. She liked her Guinness, and she liked it on a regular basis.
That's amazing.
And I remember her watching me playing this. And she never had any investment in games whatsoever. She thought I was completely stupid for playing them. But just on this Ocarina of Time, she was getting so into it as a spectator, just watching in horror of just like, what's going to be at the top of those stairs? Am I going, what is this? This is horrifying! I don't know. Like, and literally losing her shit. Just mental over it. And I had to, like, stop playing because I thought, like, it was going to, you know, bring something bad out of her. It was kind of hilarious.
That's amazing.
But yeah, I love old school gaming. Like, I'm not going to lie. N64. That was probably my favourite era of gaming. Even now, like, even with the amount of good games that come out nowadays, like, N64, GoldenEye. Did you play Perfect Dark, the, like, spiritual successor to GoldenEye?
Oh, absolutely. Actually, I love Perfect Dark. I even played the 360 one that came out that was not all that expensive.
No, that was disappointing.
But Perfect Dark was so ahead of its time, too. It was like
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye with that sci-fi twist to it. That was so amazing.
Well, like, yeah, they haven't come up with, like, they were not afraid to try new, like, weird ideas. Like, they had a gun that could see through walls. They had, like, a proximity pinball grenade that would bounce around the walls like ridiculousness. Throwing poison knives. Just ridiculous stuff. It was amazing.
Here's one. What about Turok Seeds of Evil? Did you play that?
I played the... Is the original Turok called Turok Seeds of Evil? Or is that, like, a sequel?
I don't know. Maybe it was Turok 2. But they had that gun that would, like... it was called a cerebral bore or whatever, and you'd shoot it, and it would drill into people's heads and spit their brains out the back or whatever. So amazing.
I don't know. I played. I just remember going around as a dinosaur and trolling, and they had a multiplayer mode on one, and it was the most hilarious thing to beat up your friends as a dinosaur on an N64 game. I don't think anything can quite compare. Oh, that's another interesting story. Like, I feel like if there's a trend that's gonna re-emerge in the gaming industry, you know how trends are like cyclical, and they're like they'll disappear for a while, and then they'll randomly come back. Yeah. Dinosaurs have got to make a comeback, especially the way graphics are going, like the Crytek engine. Yeah. If they made a massive dinosaur island, I would be all over that stuff. Like, I would be in it to win it. I'd be a massive T-Rex, stomping on people's faces. I'd be like the T-Rex pub stomper of the dinosaur world.
That's like a running joke with Battlefield, is that they always talk about dino mode.
Like yeah, with the statues or whatever that you collect of the dinos, isn't it?
The creators always talk about adding like a dino mode, and they always tweet about it and joke about it, and like...
That's so harsh.
Yeah, I know. They're always like, Dino mode's coming, this one, it's gonna be out. And then they can't even make Battlefield 4 work, so they're definitely not adding Dino mode.
If you played, there's a game called Far Cry Blood Dragon, where the enemies are T-Rexes that shoot lasers out of their eyes, and that is no exaggeration. And you can get a quad-barreled shotgun and shoot them in the face, and it's absolutely epic, to be honest.
The guy that does the voice acting for that game, Michael Bain, he's John, or not John Connor, he's Kyle Reese from Terminator, the first
Oh my
Terminator.
God. I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's the
and I love Terminator.
he was in Aliens, too.
Terminator was freaking awesome. Terminator 2 was better than Terminator 1, though, I'll say that.
Terminator 2
don't know
was
if you disagree.
It was, if God came down and made a film and gave it to mankind, I think it would be Terminator 2.
Yeah. That's so true, though. It's like just one of those films that just every line is seeping of epicness. Even if it's completely stupid, unrealistic, unfathomable, it's like, oh my God, I want to be the Terminator, ah!
Yeah, those action scenes, though. Dim action scenes, though.
Yeah. They don't make action films like they used to, for sure.
They certainly don't. Actually, have you seen that movie, The Raid? It's like a Korean action movie that's supposed to be the second coming of action movies.
That sounds good. I'm on board. What's it about?
I believe it's on Netflix. It's about like this SWAT team that goes to this drug lord's, like, he owns like a project or something like that, and what happens is they go in and they get locked in with all these other criminals and they have to fight their way out. It's supposed to be like the most epic action movie ever made.
I will have to watch that. Have you watched it yet, or are you just planning on watching it?
No, I've heard so many people talking about it that I...
Oh! Speaking of good action films, have you seen the Godzilla trailers? That surprisingly looks really good, and I don't know if it's just trailers lying to me. Every single trailer that has come out for that film looks perfect. It just looks like you would never expect... Like, Solomon said to me once, like, oh, Godzilla is never going to be the best film of all time, is it? Like, on paper. Because I was getting well hyped for it. I was like, are you looking forward to Godzilla? And he was like, look, I'm not doubting that Godzilla might be fun, but could you ever imagine top 10 films of all time list containing Godzilla? And I was like, yeah, you might be right. But the trailers, they got Bryan Cranston from frickin' Malcolm in the Middle and Breaking Bad.
I'm gonna watch it for sure. I've actually, when I was a kid, I was obsessed with Godzilla. I watched all those films, like Godzilla versus the Smog Monster and Mothra and all those.
I think Mothra's in the new one. Mothra, like in the latest trailer, Mothra flies past like a skyscraper, and the whole premise of the film is about like, oh, Godzilla's been locked away for so long that we need to get Godzilla in to fight Mothra because Mothra's come out of nowhere.
That's amazing.
Like the special effects. I'm not really a special effects guy, to be honest, because I feel like special effects, as insane as they are, they never look 100% real. They look really close, but there's always that disconnect. Whereas, like, the special effects in this film look absolutely amazing. Like, just godlike.
A lot of times CG just doesn't have that weight. Like, everything looks... I just got a triple kill.
A bit flimsy and holographic.
Yeah, like, nothing looks like it's real, like it has weight, and that's one of the things. It's a funny... Actually, the original Godzilla was like a black and white film, and it was a commentary about nuclear war.
Okay.
It was like a really serious film. Like it was actually, it wasn't even a joke or like.
The person who made that film must be so depressed. Like he set out, I'm gonna make a political statement using a monster, and then the Japanese are just like, we could turn him into big bad Godzilla. Yes, Godzilla attack. Ah. It's just like, no, you don't understand. It's about nukes. Like, do you not remember Hiroshima? No, but he's not scary. Ooh, Godzilla chasing your children.
We could have Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla. Do you not
I'm
understand
100%
this?
sure I've just been racist to Japanese also, by the way. I must state that as a disclaimer.
Oh,
once again, I actually did the worst out of all of us then. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed our little dual com there. If you got anything else to say, Lurker, to the peoples?
Check out my channel, subscribe for more wacky monster movie antics. 'Cause they're coming.
Yeah. Terminator 2 commentary, etc. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. Peace.